fighting if the hostages do not continue to be released. Like, that's really good writing.
Can you say that again? I didn't hear you. Sorry.
So first he says the cabinet's position is identical to that of the U.S. president, i.e. the return of all hostages and bodies on Saturday or hell to pay. He also hinted that Israel may renew the fighting if hostages do not continue to be released.
So today I noticed that they posted sign of life of 3 other men. 2 are twin brothers and an older man. So well, I don't know.
That makes perfect sense. Yep. Right now we're kind of operating on a
dead man's basis. Yeah.
Right. Declining benefit of trying to maintain peace.
Yeah.
So now what they're going to have to do is create more of a reason for people to say to count on, like, oh, there's living hostages there.
Yeah.
Like if you ask me, there's 1 or 2 living hostages there. That's it. Everybody else is dead.
I think there's.
Yes, there may be, or these may not be legitimate signs of life. Yeah, right? These could also be things that.
Yeah.
You never know. I don't trust them for shit.
Yeah.
But it makes sense that they would start to build a rationale to think, for people to think that the hostages are alive.
Yep.
After 3, and they are Holocaust survivors were released on Saturday.
Absolutely.
I'm just fearing the condition of the 2 Bibas kids, which have still, Hamas realizes they're fucked. Like, those kids come out, Hamas is going to get utterly destroyed. The outcry for what happens to them. Like, Hamas is like, what the fuck do we do now? And that's
and that's part of the reason, Yirmiyahu was saying, like, they need to surrender. I'm like, they're never going to surrender. Right? They can't. They're really fucked. They're in a corner, and the only outcome will be their absolute destruction. There's no other way for this to end.
Either we kill them or their own people kill them. That's what's going to happen.
Right.
This is Nasser.
Yeah, and that is an interesting possibility as well, Matt. Another functional way for this to end would be some sort of popular uprising in the Strip.
What's up, gangsters?
What's up, Rafi?
I'm good. There.
By the way, the wording of that statement of, like, it seems like, redundant. 3 2,000-pound bombs dropped on Gaza doesn't necessarily mean assumption of fighting. It means ending of fighting. But this could also be, we're not going to,
convincing you.
Gaza, we're going to continue fighting. That's the second statement.
Look, I give Israel the credit to know that, like, they have a plan B, a plan C, a plan D, a plan E. Like,
yeah,
it would not shock me, like, if Israel's literally training the new Palestinian army somewhere in the Negev with people they somehow pulled off from Hamas, and, like, they've been doing 6 months of training and they're about to go and invade.
Jeff,
I'm
allergic to bees.
Oh, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the same allergy that you?
She's allergic to bees.
Yeah. So.
No, it's not.
No. Okay, great.
You answer quickly.
We're finished. Amir.
No, you're finished.
It's 12 o'clock on Saturday. It's a big deadline.
There is no deadline. Trump is not going to.
You'll be doing Shabbat then, right?
Big headlock.
No, he'll be on here.
Resistant brother, hold on a second. My question to you, Norman.
Tick. Yeah.
The big question to you is, did you miss me because I kicked you out because of what you said in the chat?
I didn't miss you. We formed our own.
You missed me. You missed me for 4 days.
Wait, you're speaking for me
now? 4 days.
What is this, Valentine's Day?
You missed me for
Valentine's
4 days.
You want to send me a Valentine?
I heard the little birdie told me I heard the little birdie was telling me that Norma was like, why did America kick me out? You were
There's no birdie. You sending me a Valentine? I don't know. You speak to birds now?
It's not Valentine's.
That's even weirder than I thought.
Excuse me,
No,
you've never been to Jerusalem. That's
I'm
the
sorry.
thing. You don't have a passport.
What's the airport?
You've never been there.
What's the name of the airport?
I thought you said I don't have a passport.
That's what I said. What's the name of the airport in
That
Israel?
doesn't make sense.
You can't name an
Yeah,
airport.
that is true. It was Palestine Airport till they destroyed it, and then they named it after a terrorist
Palestine
called Ben
Airport.
Gurion.
There you go.
They named it after Ben Gurion. They changed it because they named it after a terrorist.
Google is your friend. Took you half an hour, didn't it? Took you half
There's
an
a
hour.
bunch of airports. Hold on, there's a bunch of airports in Israel.
Okay,
It's not, Ben Gurion is not the
okay.
only one, correct?
It's okay. It's okay. Google is your friend. Okay.
Hold on.
Amir.
Hold on. Besides the we all know that Tel Aviv. We know Ben Gurion is Tel Aviv. We know. Name the other three airports.
We
Name the other
know
three
that
airports.
Google is your friend. I only
Name the three other airports.
I only asked you 20 times. Amir.
You've never
So
been
the
there.
deadline.
You've never been to Israel.
I served in the IDF.
You have not. You've never proven that.
But my picture was up there before.
No.
I put the picture up.
Never,
This is me.
ever
This is
proved
me in
that
Oman,
you
by
were
the
in
way.
That's a
Take a look at
beautiful
my picture.
country. I know. Did you go there to steal land?
Why would I have to steal land? It's my land. What do I have to steal land for?
How is?
I have Jerusalem. I have
how
Israel.
is
What else do I need?
How is
No,
Arabia your
Israel is
land?
my land. All I need is
But
Israel.
Oman is not part of Israel.
No, it's not.
Oman
Israel
is
is
part
my
of
land.
Arabia.
Good for you. Arabia? What's Arabia?
Saudi Arabia,
Tick, tick,
Yemen.
tick, tick, tick. What does that mean? It's part of Arabia. What does that mean?
It's part of the Arabian Peninsula. You're not from the Arabian
So it's
Peninsula.
not a part of the Arabia. It's not part of Arabia. It's part of the Arabian Peninsula. Good enough.
Yes.
Okay.
But you
So,
are from Europe, so how is that your land?
Resistance, you're spinning. No,
I'm
Israel's
not
our land.
understanding. If
Israel
you're
is our
from
I know you
Europe-
don't understand because
If you're
you've never
from
been out of the
Europe,
country.
how did
It's fine.
Oman become your land?
No, Israel is our land. You don't understand.
Israel?
So,
Is that part of Greater Israel? Is it part of Greater Israel now, Omar?
I think the big question we have today, the big question we have today,
Yes,
the
big
big question
question.
is why did Israel violate the ceasefire?
Hamas threatened to violate the ceasefire by not giving back the hostages.
No,
There's no Israeli
they
violation.
violated the ceasefire by not allowing the aid into Gaza.
Amir, no, I don't think
And
it's
killing
yes,
people, and still killing people,
And
killed
they
20
killed,
people.
disagree.
they've been killing.
Well, then, because Hamas violates the ceasefire. Listen, it doesn't really matter. This thing is about to end, or it's going to get very serious.
Oh,
I think Trump is doubling and tripling down on this, Amir. He's not
Can
kidding.
you take a vote on Nova's picture that he looks like Jeffrey
Trump is
Epstein?
listen, you can make personal attacks, Amir. If you looked a little better, you'd probably post your picture, wouldn't you? If you had a little more confidence. Wouldn't you, Amir?
Yeah, but Normal, listen, what
Wouldn't you, Amir? No, wait, we're talking about the cap. We're having a serious talk here. This is not personal attack time. If you want me to make personal attacks, I can make personal attacks as good as anybody, as you've seen. But let's talk about the serious thing. So do you think... Yeah, I made this bet with... I was with Mikhail last night, who you kicked out.
Hold on.
And Edward last night, who didn't want to come into the room because it's so
no, one
toxic.
question. Would you
Last
like
night. No, not one question. I'm talking to Amir. Don't interrupt me. So what do you think is going to happen at noon on Saturday? What do you think is going to happen at noon on Saturday?
You're going to be online as usual.
Nothing?
No, maybe a war from Israel, but Trump is
You
not
know
gonna
what
do
will
shit.
happen? You know what will
I want
happen?
to
Trump is not gonna do shit.
Well, is that what you think?
I
You think
that
Israel will do shit on Saturday
Trump
noon?
is. I mean, Israel's
What
been
about
doing it
Israel?
for 76 years.
Okay, so
so
we're on the same page.
Trump
then.
is
It's
not gonna
Israel.
do shit. Trump
No,
is not gonna do
Israel's going to
shit.
do it.
You-
Trump
you-
is
you keep-
supporting us.
Trump
guy.
is not gonna do shit.
Yeah. Well, he's supporting Israel's decision. It's up to us.
Do you hear this
I don't want to
deranged?
tell
Do you hear
anybody.
this deranged European? He's
But
saying
we
that
want
Israel
we do
is
want
going
our
to continue
hostages
doing
back.
something that they already been
You're
doing.
gonna
There was
bomb
never a
Okay, so we
ceasefire.
agree.
They've
We
been
agree.
killing every day
Okay.
since the ceasefire. There's nothing has changed.
You know what? I'm not even in favor
only
of
difference
this
is they're gonna
ceasefire.
kill.
You know what I'm in favor
We
of?
know you're not. You want to kill
Getting
more
the hostages
children.
back.
No, you're not.
You know what
want to
we
kill
want?
them.
We want
you
to
to kill
settle
those
the nice
hostages.
people of Gaza in a different
What
place
the-
where it's safe. We gotta
That's
get them
not
out of
gonna
there.
happen. Not gonna happen.
Well, I think it is. It looks
Not
like it's
gonna
happening.
happen.
Oh,
It looks
well,
like it's
Israel-
happening.
You want to bet on it?
Looks
No,
like
what's
it's
happening right now?
Definitely, yes.
Normal. What's
Yes,
happening
I'm
is that,
listening.
because you guys are cutting humanitarian aid, that the
Right.
people that have children that can't feed those children
That
because
sounds
you guys
terrible.
are not allowing them to get
That
food.
sounds
Listen,
terrible.
Because
I
they're
think
not
they're getting enough
receiving
food.
and water.
I think they're getting enough
What?
food and water. And you know what's going to happen? If they don't give the
These are the
taxes
ones
back,
who
they may cut it off.
unfortunately are
Right.
they don't want to leave,
Listen,
but
I
they're
feel
leaving
sorry
because
for
of the
you.
children.
Well,
This
that's
is something
good.
you wouldn't
They should leave.
understand because
Why
you
not?
enjoy
Why
killing
wouldn't I
children.
understand? No, I don't.
You
Who said
enjoy
that?
killing
You said
children.
that.
You're
You
a
don't speak for
scumbag.
me. You don't
You
speak for me.
enjoy
They're the
killing
ones
children.
who stole the children, aren't
You
they?
enjoy
Wait a
occupying
second.
land.
Didn't
You
they steal
enjoy
it?
terrorizing
Which
people.
land is which part
That's
is
what you
occupied?
do. That's what you
Which
do.
part? How can you
big
occupy
loser.
your own land?
That's what you guys do.
Guys,
We're not on the same
is
page here.
occupied.
How can
So
which
anyway,
part is
once again,
occupied?
how
No,
can you talk
when
to
did it
someone
become
that
theirs?
doesn't have the
Excuse me.
integrity
What
or the
makes West Bank
intellectual to understand
Let's
that
go slowly
Netanyahu
resist it.
used the
Take a breath.
hostage, the Israeli
Take a breath,
hostages
resist
as a
it.
form to
Take
continue
a
the
breath.
war.
Whose
And
land
this
is
is
the
proven
West
once
Bank?
again, and this is proven once
Slow
again
down.
by
Okay, make your
him
statement and I'll go.
getting
Make your
by
statement. Get it
Trump
out.
and Bibi Netanyahu colluded together to get some of the hostages back with this ceasefire to appease some of the Israeli citizens because they were going through turmoil within the society of Israel, as they proven yesterday when they attacked Netanyahu at the Knesset. So
Okay,
what they
that's
did
not
was
even English,
what
what
they
you're
did
trying
what
to
they
say?
did was
Okay,
pamper
thank
them
you.
by getting some of those
All right, you
hostages
still
out.
going?
And they had all intentions to continue the slaughter and the genocide.
Okey-dokey.
So therefore, this is why they started withholding the humanitarian aid that they promised signing the ceasefire.
Okay.
And this is why they
That's a nice
continue
story.
killing innocent
Right.
civilians
Oh, okay.
during the ceasefire, up to
Nice
20 of
story.
them. So therefore, they want to push Hamas to not give back those innocent civilians because they want to kill them and all the hostages.
Yeah,
This is
okay,
the
Norma,
plan of
what are
Israel.
you gonna do? You're gonna kill your hostages?
I
Or what
just
are you
want to
guys
say, El Normo, you were humiliated by Chris yesterday. I felt really
Say this
bad.
again?
It was elderly abuse, by the way. I just call it that. It was elderly abuse. I don't condone what
Okay,
he did to you
so what do you
yesterday.
think is going to
No, I
happen
do
on
not
Saturday?
condone what Prince did to you yesterday. It was
Prince?
wrong. It
I
was
don't even
just
know
a
Prince.
pure elderly abuse.
I'm not
Elderly
familiar with what did Prince do
I
yesterday?
thought that you got to do something to yourself after what he did to
I
you.
can't really
It
follow.
was
You
really
had a
bad.
very weird
I don't
mind.
condone what he did, but
Are you
I don't
back to
condone.
bring up the
It was
prostate?
terrible.
So
Humiliation
resistance.
in the
When
public.
did
That
thank
was
you? I'm
bad.
not sure.
That was bad. That was wrong.
I
You know
don't
what?
really.
When you see
no.
something wrong, you need
Right.
to call it out. It was
Okay.
wrong. Alone,
Jahash,
I'll
Jahash,
with you on
Jahash,
that.
Jahash.
What happened yesterday? What did he say?
He literally
What did he say?
disrespected you. in
What did he
public.
say?
That was wrong.
What did he say?
What did he say? He fucking spit on you. I put
What
you
did
in
he
a fucking
say?
audience. You
I
forgot
know.
about it? You
I didn't
forgot
hear it in
about
the first place. All right.
You didn't?
resist,
Really?
So
Wow.
resist. Yeah, I don't know. How can you spit on something? It's audio.
Wow,
So
wow.
resistance. What resistance? When did the West Bank become Palestine? When?
The West Bank has always been Palestine.
Okay. So
It's
how about
always
when
been
Jordan?
Palestine.
How about when Jordan held it? Was it Palestine then?
Yes, it was.
I see. So if Jordan has it, how could it be Palestine?
Is it
What
the
makes it
Jordanian
Palestine?
majority of the Palestinian?
Say again.
They're just the people who were the overseers of the territory at the time.
Overseers. That's not
Yes, they
occupation.
were the no, it's not an occupation.
Overseers?
Were they
That's what
were
it's
they
doing.
hold on, how can it be an occupation
That's
like you're
what
trying to
it's doing.
frame it?
Israel
Were they
is overseeing.
persecuting Palestinians?
They did Black September. That was a
Were they
persecution.
persecuting Palestinians?
Yes,
Black
they killed
September.
about
No, they
20,000
weren't.
of them.
You're
Yes.
you're
Black
disgusting.
You never heard of
You're
Black September? You don't know. Resist. You're in over your head.
No, you're in over your nose.
So
I think that's what it
they
is.
murdered 20,000 Palestinians.
Yeah.
Does that sound like abuse to you?
No.
You haven't heard about that.
You
no?
don't know
Look at
about
Black
September.
September. It's
What about it? What about it? What about it? What about Black September? What about Black September?
How was it formed? Go ahead.
What about it? Tell us.
How
Norman, tell us
was
about
it?
it.
Come on, resistance. Norm wants to hear just how smart you are on this.
Yes.
Well, I'm not talking to too. I'm not talking to too smart people.
How
right
was
now,
it
so-
formed? Why was Black September formed? Who did they try to kill? I'm going to give you a little hint. Go ahead. Who did the Palestinians try to kill in Jordan?
They didn't try to kill anyone.
They didn't try to kill the king of Jordan? And then Jordan wiped them out and kicked them out? Yes,
Jordan
they did.
didn't do anything.
Yes, they did. Yes, they
Enough
did.
stories of
Alvaro, what was Black Sunday about in 1937? Can you tell the room?
Are you talking about the Arab Revolt?
Yes, can you tell the room what was it about? What did you do on Black Sunday?
Well, here's what happened. Remember when you were saying that the Israel attacked first after the UN partition? Well, in fact, what happened was the Arabs were in a revolt massacring Jews. So when Jews finally had to form a militia to respond to these massacres of the Arabs, then we started seeing a reciprocation, a back and forth between Jews and Arabs. You left that out last time when you were talking about it.
They didn't plant bombs in the milk cans, right? They didn't do that,
I'm
right?
sorry, was there a civil war? Have you heard of the Arab Revolt?
1937, 1938.
Have you never heard of the Arab Revolt?
Oh my God, this guy is living in denial.
Amir, I'm living in denial of the Arab Revolt, or are you in denial?
You had the cucumbers box, right? They're filled with
cucumber box.
bombs. Yep.
So, Amir, was there an Arab Revolt between 1936 and 1939, or did you not hear about it? Is that a funny joke?
What happened though? Can you tell the room what happened?
It's a yes or a no. There was a civil war in which the Arabs and the Jews, by the way, the Jews were way outnumbered, and the Jews won.
I'll put the link in the chat.
Normal, let's focus on your question. What's going to happen on Saturday?
Black September.
Your voice is so annoying. So tell us what's going to happen on Saturday.
Black Sunday is before Black September.
No, what about Black September? What do you...
Black Sunday comes before Black September.
Oh, okay. So in other words, he doesn't know. The answer is he has no idea what happened.
Black Sunday.
No, he asked you Black September. He doesn't know. He never heard.
No, sure. What happened? Hold on, no, sure. What happened to Sabra? What happened? Tell me what happened in Sabra and Shatiba. Tell us what happened in Sabra and Shatiba. What did the Israelis do to? What did the Israelis do to 25,000 innocent Palestinians? Tell us. What did they do?
Okay, you ready?
Tell us. I want to hear what they did. Tell us.
Quiet.
Tell us what Israel did. Tell us.
Let's listen now.
Tell us what Israel did. Tell us.
Here we go, resistance.
Tell us.
This is a good one, resistance. What was Sabra resistance? See if you know.
Answer the question, Nostru. What did the Zionist terrorists do to the innocent Palestinians in Lebanon in 82? Tell us. Tell us, Nostru. Tell us. I just did educate you.
Okay.
I just told you they killed 3,500 civilians.
Wait, who killed them?
Israelis. The Zionists.
What is Sabra?
The Zionists did.
What is Sabra?
Why did they do it? What do you mean I don't know? What do you mean?
What was Sabra?
Were the Christians that did that?
Why? Why did they do it?
He doesn't know.
No, it was the Zionists. It was the Zionists. Zionist Israelis. Tell us, Nashu.
Resistance.
Why did they do it? Tell us.
Know what Sabra is.
Tell us. Tell us.
What he's talking about.
Why don't you tell us why did the Israelis kill the 3,500 innocent Palestinians? Tell us.
Is that what they did?
Yes, they did. No, they killed Palestinians.
And who was it? Who were the
Palestinians? They killed Palestinians.
You don't know what Sabra is?
Palestinians, you killed them. 3,500 innocent civilians. Why do you do it?
You lower the intelligence of
Why do you do it? You're the fucking least intelligent person here that said Israel was the smallest country in the Middle East. You're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot.
It's the fourth
How
smallest.
dare you try to even act like you're fucking intelligent? You're a fucking idiot. You're a lowlife. You're a lowlife.
Say what Sabra.
You're the dropout in here. You're the dropout.
Tell the room what Sabra was.
You're a beauty school dropout.
Tell the room what Sabra was.
Fucking bozo.
Go ahead, resistance.
Tell us about the innocent 3,500 civilians
You're going to tell us what Sabra was and what.
That's what I thought, you coward. Hurry up and shut your nose. Shut it.
Waiting. Tick, 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 tick.
Shut your nose.
What was Sabra? Quick Google.
I don't need to Google. Everyone knows this history. The Israelis killed them. The Israelis killed 35 innocent civilians.
Where?
I told you where.
You just killed
In
45,000
Sabra.
And what was Shatila?
That's what they did.
What was Shatila?
September 1982. They killed 3,500
What's the airport in Israel?
3,500.
What was Sabra?
I already told you what it was. You didn't know this, did you? You forget about your own history of killing. You forget about the killings, huh? You forget about it?
What was Sabra?
Did you forget about the genocide?
What was Sabra?
Did you forget? Did you forget that? Did you forget your weasel? Did you forget your weasel? Weasel, did you forget? Did you forget weasel? Did you forget the terrorist innocent civilians?
I think resistance had his ham sandwich.
I don't know.
No, I think you dipped your pork chops in too much milk. I think you ate too much pork chops and dipped milk. I think that's what happened. You think you kept your rat cheese next to the meat.
So, Amir, what do you think is going to
You
happen
kept the
on
cheese too close to
Saturday?
the pork on Shabbat.
What do you think is going to happen at noon on
You
Saturday?
kept the pork chop too close to the meat on Shabbat.
So want to be
You kept it too close.
So
You
want
kept
to
the
be
pork chop too close to the meat on Shabbat.
You realize
Nostru,
don't care about
El
this
Nostru.
trivia?
Let's hear from, I think,
Middle Eastern
El Nostru,
trivia.
did you guys?
let's hear from Alan. Alan, do you want to chime in? Go on, Alan.
Yeah,
do
you
you know what
realize
Barbara
all
was?
of these.
El Normal, can you please mute up?
know what it is.
El Normal,
You wanna
please
change
mute
the
up.
3,500 innocent Palestinians slaughtered by the
I
Israelis.
hope I didn't embarrass you.
I listen to
No,
you
you embarrass
guys
yourself
go
every
back
day. What are
and
you talking about?
forth.
Let's,
So what was Barbara
listen,
then?
brother, hold on. El Normal, mute up.
Okay, are we
allow
saying
me
we're
to
changing
speak.
conversation?
No, can you mute up, please? Alan,
if you don't really want to have a talk.
El Normal, listen, mute up. Alan, go on.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you realize, I mean, I came in and it's now a pointless Middle East trivia contest between the two of you. Do you realize Americans don't care? They just see a bunch of animals fighting each other in the Middle East. And at this point, in terms of the propaganda, Israel is lost. They kill, okay, so what, 1,200, Jewish human shields were put in a border town, and Israel let them have a party in a hotly contested area. Those were human shields. That was stupidity on the part of Israel. Okay, they got captured. And now, in return, Israel killed what? 200,000 Palestinians? Israel lost the propaganda war. I mean, for me personally, I defended Jewish people for decades. They lost their moral authority as far as I'm concerned. They're no better than the Germans and the Nazis and Hitler because they did the exact same thing. I'm sorry, there is nothing defensible about anything Israel did in the last 2 years. You cannot talk about what was this as resistance. You and Norm were going back and forth. What was Black Sunday? What was this day? What was this
Black
event?
September.
It doesn't
Get
matter.
It right.
I know
Black
it's
September.
important.
Please
None
be
of
accurate.
it matters
Sure, you have a little knowledge
And
on
be
the
accurate. You guys
know
killed
it's-
35,000, 3,500 innocent people.
None of it
Guys,
matters.
You're both faced.
Alan, Ian, and Register, please stay muted. Alan was speaking. Go on, Alan.
Yeah, none of it matters anymore. It really doesn't. We got the fact that, okay, look, I'm more conservative now. The fact that Trump is kissing Israel's ass at this point, am I happy about it? No. Am I surprised? No. It is, we knew this was going to happen. But the fact that Trump is endorsing Israel now the way he has does not change anything and does not change anything in the eyes of the world. So go ahead, continue to argue these trivia points. It doesn't matter. Israel lost.
I respect what
Thank you. We need, okay, go on, Labaya, what you going to say?
Yeah, I kind of agree with some of the stuff Alan said, but I don't agree with that.
Yo, Scott, what up? I know. It's my friend is live streaming it onto YouTube right now in a very deep undercover state. It's all being recorded and put on YouTube for exposure in a room and a show called How to Waste Your Time with Low IQ Stupid People Talking About Nothing.
I love it.
Yeah, yesterday I recorded the room and I got kicked, and then I had another room going called the Deeper State, and Ben Mendelsohn came in. Everybody came in to take a listen, and they must have been pissed.
Are you gonna run another alternative deep state today? I'll go.
Yeah, I can, except I just deleted the link to the YouTube account. I
love this, dude. I love this. I was called a troll apologist today because I said they kick people out of the audience and stuff.
And they asked about Agent. I said, I don't think Agent's a bad guy. And Dr. James says, yeah, but you're a troll apologist for people like Adrian Dittman. I said, I make no apologies for being a Dittman apologist at all. I said, I love Dittman.
Oh, they must have gone crazy.
God, they couldn't handle it. I said, I think he's fantastic.
Yeah, that's like that. That really pisses them off because it takes them off topic and it points attention to somebody that they're like, why are we fucking talking about this? It's awesome.
Yeah, I was quite clear that I'm a huge Dittman fan. Cocksuckers.
So I'm gonna run for Congress in the 16th congressional district and also commissioner here in the Chicago Cook County. So I'm gonna start creating 15-second snippets and 3-second snippets. And then I want to use Clubhouse to like help me platform and amplify my messaging. So yeah, your support, because technically if we can like get deep state liberal patriots involved and we can get them to like amplify, it'll make it go viral. It'll make a lot of people who are against me, go insane. The whole thing is a psyop, because if I don't win, at least we conditioned a lot of people in the process.
Absolutely.
That's the way I look at it.
Oh yeah, I think you're doing the Lord's work.
Oh, thank you.
I really do. I think the Lord Jesus Christ is thrilled with you.
Jesus.
I think the Lord Jesus Christ is very thankful for the day you sprang from your mother's womb.
The Holy Spirit works in mysterious ways, and Alan Watts says in certain circumstances you can be as irascible as you need to be. Like, you have to change to changing circumstances, and being a troll is definitely sometimes absolutely needed for survival purposes.
You are the best troll on this fucking app, buddy.
Thank you.
I got into it with Dr. James again.
Today, you guys are really going at it.
Well, he said, people that believe in biblical literalism are going to destroy the world. I said, you're talking about black people. I said, you're talking about black people, right? What do you mean? I was like, black Protestants have the same views of the Bible as white evangelicals that you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You type back, show me the receipts, show me. I said it right immediately. I sent him a Pew study. 62% of white evangelicals believe the Bible is the literal word of God. 58% of African Americans. And most black African Americans are black Protestants. It's just you can't say that if you're a woke liberal, right? He can say white evangelicals are scary because they're white.
Right.
He can't then say, first off, his statement is meaningless because he thinks that your view of the Bible, a certain view of the Bible, commits you to a political program. Well, it clearly doesn't, because white evangelicals and black Protestants have the same view of the Bible and vote completely differently. So his statement is just meaningless. Like, he's just saying things that just don't mean anything.
Well, that's why I think that there's a subtitle in every room: low IQ dumb people talking about nothing, wasting time. And if those who say do not know, those who say do not know, those who know do not say, everyone who's talking does not know. So that's the problem with Clownhouse, where I just want to record people, because that's like the competitive reframing, the rebottling, the bottling of people and putting them on a different platform. It's like owning them because they shouldn't even be talking. So that's my documentary investigative journalism into the psychological state of mind of a lot of these people. And they're hyper aggressive or passive aggressive, and they're wound so tight and they don't say anything. They're just virtue signaling Democrat shills who are these Trump resistance fighters, meaning that basically these people are traitors and domestic terrorists. So I need your vote and at least $1 contribution to the campaign to help fight the clowns.
I might come out there. I might come out there and hand out leaflets.
Yeah, I would. I'm telling you, if we can make this thing organic and social and fun and get people involved and live stream it, like we can. The whole thing is really getting people on the internet activated, audience activation on the internet, and then getting real voters in the zip codes activated as well, and basically do the Pied Piper. Because that's literally if you're running for office, you have to Pied Piper your way in and get people to dance with you all the way to the ballot box. That's the goal. That's the strategy. But last time my campaign manager, you can't rely on people. People just people have issues. People have constraints. Some people just don't give a fuck at the end of the day, and you're just like, fuck, like you got to do it all yourself. Use people however they can be used, but don't rely on them. Ultimately, the responsibility is on you yourself. So that's what I learned the first time around is like, don't count on people to do things that you would hope that they should do. You have to do it yourself.
It's probably true.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel bad that like our country is in the state of affairs that it's in, because like if you have a real sense of responsibility, you are responsible for it. And now that it's gotten catastrophic, like we have to actually get back to being pragmatic and doing real work and getting our hands dirty and in enforcing the law. I mean, how many illegals have you been personally responsible for deporting this month?
No, I haven't, but I would bang it illegal.
I banged an illegal on YouTube this past summer. I mean, it was my biggest grossing video on YouTube, $150,000, and they didn't even suspend my account. I live streamed some illegal coming over who wanted to get her snatch eaten out, and I was like, absolutely, lay down right here. Let's have a good time.
I respect the shit out of you, buddy.
Let's PARTY.
That, my friend, is what we need in the fucking Congress.
Yeah.
That's what I fucking respect about you.
All communication is hypnosis, except for the love of a good woman.
I'm gonna go over to the grocery outlet.
Okay, well let's do a Bible study later.
All right, buddy.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
Later.
Bye. What were we doing over here?
I'm gonna have to disagree on that, because there's a lot of people, they love their culture in America. I'm in California, by the way. A lot of people love their shawarma. They love their hummus. You wouldn't believe it. Even the Zionists adopted their culture.
I'm Armenian, okay? So I'm not. I mean, understand where I'm coming from. It's how can I put it? Yeah, we do love our culture.
I know you love the you hate the Zionists. They were behind the Armenian genocide.
Yes, but I mean, look, and I was reminded of this too. Turkey, Israel, and I forget what other there's a few other countries refuse to recognize the Armenian genocide. Why Israel does it? We understand why Turkey does it. Israel, well, because they're jealous, because it might take attention away from.
Yeah, Alan, you're still alive, bro?
Yeah. Oh, hi, Prince. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, look, I said that to make a point, but I think there is a grain of truth in it. It's like, we as a Middle Easterner too, you understand the prejudice we have faced in the United States. And there is a portion of the American public, I think, that's like, why are they fighting over there? They're always causing problems. Middle Easterners are terrorists, Arabs are terrorists, etc., etc. And they think, why can't they just stop? So I hope that clarifies my point of it.
Yep. No, I know. I hear you. Thank you for clarification. Anyways, Jack, do you want to chime in?
What is the topic?
The topic is we're talking about Israel must respect the ceasefire to get the captives home. This is Hamas told Trump. This is what Hamas told Trump. Why do you think Israel always violates the truce and the ceasefire?
What were the circumstances of the violation of the ceasefire?
They killed people in Gaza and they stopped the aid.
Why did they kill people?
They do it for fun.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Yep. There's reports. You should look it up.
I don't think that they kill people for fun.
So then why can't they explain the 20 people they killed since the ceasefire that are civilians?
I don't know.
Why did they kill them?
I don't know.
Exactly. So then why would you make a statement saying that you don't believe they're killing for fun?
Because I would imagine that there was.
Oh, okay. You're imagining. At least we know that.
Well, you're imagining that they're killing for fun.
No, I'm not imagining. We know for a fact they're killing.
Did they say for a fact?
Yes, they have.
They most people for.
We have too many videos of IDF soldiers saying they like killing Palestinians for fun. That's our point.
No, they don't.
I've never seen even one video of an Israeli soldier.
They kill us because we're Amalek.
I've never heard an Israeli soldier saying we kill Palestinians for fun.
Yes, they do.
There are a lot of videos, bro. There are a lot of videos.
You're an idiot. That's why I said I can't speak to idiots like
There's plenty of videos.
Live in fantasy land.
No, they call the Palestinians Amalek, when actually the Jewish converts, Israelis, they're really Amalek. They're Amalek. Definitely. By every description in the Torah, the Israelis that are in the land right now, calling themselves Jews, are actually Amalek.
Yeah, like
that's why we laugh at it. And they're calling the Palestinians Amalek. It's crazy.
You know, another reason why the Israelis don't acknowledge the Armenian genocide is the Ottoman Jews actually had an active role in the Ottoman the genocide on Armenians, and that's documented. Even there's a Times of Israel article about that, but it's also a political thing. But yeah, they definitely played a. And they do kill people for fun, and they also violated so many portions of the ceasefire, including not allowing temporary homes. I think the agreement was 200,000. They only allowed 51,000 in, and trucks. They didn't allow enough trucks in. They're doing so much shit. They also killed. I don't know how many Palestinians over the last couple weeks. So
20.
These people, you can never make a deal with these people and expect them to uphold their side. Like, that's their thing. You even see Netanyahu, he's been going on the news like the last week, ever since he met with Trump, talking about how he doesn't plan to go through with phase 2, how he's not sending negotiators that can actually make a deal to Qatar, that he's just sending these guys basically as a formality. He's full of shit.
Yep. Anybody else want to chime in? But Jack, I think you should definitely look into it. I think when you come into this room, I think you get educated. I understand you have your connection to this God-given land, or God promised you this land.
He's an atheist.
Yeah, I mean, atheist can be a Jew. That's a normal thing. But a Muslim can't be a Jew, even though if a Muslim is born to a Jewish mother.
But can a Jew believe that God gave it to him, an atheist Jew?
Yeah, that's the thing, and that I'm very confused about that. I brought up this question with Eagle yesterday. You leave,
so
you don't believe it's an ethno-religion.
Can I
you
respond?
Believe in religion.
Yeah, I mean, you guys said that there have been multiple violations of the ceasefire, and I went and looked it up, and I can't find anything. So I don't know what you're referring to.
Do you know the agreements of the ceasefire?
Yeah, there's supposed to be no killing.
Yeah, that's one. But there's so much more.
And Israel has done that.
Very specific amounts
Including
of
aid and withdrawal.
Now the aid, they said they were supposed to let at least 12,000, I believe, or whatever trucks in. How many they
Well,
let?
the article that I'm reading
3,500?
now says that Israel is accusing Hamas of violating the ceasefire.
You should look what the hostages are saying.
Because Zach, Hamas is in a position to violate it and not give a shit about the ceasefire.
I mean, look what the families of the prisoners and the Israeli prisoners in Gaza are saying. They're saying Netanyahu is trying to destroy this deal. I mean, they're very clear about it. Even Israeli army radios blaming Netanyahu. Everyone knows he doesn't want to go through with the deal. So he's making every kind of bullshit attempt to get out of it, including incite Hamas, not only with the violation of aid, but literally saying we plan to resume the war after and kick all the Palestinians out of Gaza. I mean, if the writing's on the wall, and these inflammatory statements come at a price, and now he's gonna pay that price.
He's gonna pay it.
Well, his coward ass ain't gonna pay for none. It's the hostages is gonna pay for it, and the Israeli people, not him. He don't care about them.
Right. You know what's so crazy too, that Trump, like people were really upset that we didn't vote against Trump. We didn't vote for him or against him because we believe in prophecy, and America's gonna burn. We don't actually know what exactly is gonna jump off with America getting attacked, but I do believe that this situation in Gaza, Trump is playing with fire. I mean, the only reason he even wanted to step in was because he wants to play with the Arab countries. He wants to be a king, and he knows that Qatar and the United Emirates, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but he knows that, all these countries have kings and money, the riches. And so he wants to play with them. But he knows that if he goes against Gaza, like he's trying to do, they're not going to support this. So him playing with Netanyahu, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of, him playing with him and all this stuff, it's because Trump is a real estate tycoon. He wants that land. And this is just my personal opinion, but when it says that the third temple will be built over there, I don't believe it's an actual temple. I believe it's going to be when they build that canal going through Gaza, that's going to set everything off. That's just my opinion. I don't think the Israelis will ever keep any of those ceasefires. I mean, if you look at the history of these people, they broke every treaty with the Native Americans, with the South Africans. They have broken every single treaty or promise or that they made with the Palestinians. The Palestinians.
Spoken like a true BHI.
Listen, there's no such thing as a BHI. What is BHI? Black people? So are you saying that the Jews ain't black because you got a whole bunch of Ethiopian Jews in your country that are from the kingdom of Cush? They're Hamite. They're not even Semites.
Is that a black person can have a white grandchild, a white person can have a black grandchild. Therefore, skin color means nothing. And I understand
Did
that
I
you're
mention
sort of,
skin
when it
color?
comes to,
Did I mention skin color?
You're the one that's going, oh, they gotta be black.
Did
they gotta
I
be this.
mention
You're a
skin
BHI.
color?
Hey.
I didn't mention
Your
skin color.
BHI
We don't mention
nonsense.
skin color.
Your
We
BHI
mention
nonsense means
bloodline.
nothing to me.
Like the
Your
Torah
BHI
says.
nonsense. Look, lady,
You're
you're a
mad.
Cushite.
You're mad because
You're
you know
a
you're not a
Cushite.
Jew.
You're not a Hebrew. You're not a
You're
Hebrew
not a Jew.
Israelite.
No, you're not.
You're a Cushite. You should follow
You don't
Cushite
even know
tradition.
nothing about me.
You're a Cushite.
You don't even know nothing about me.
I hear it in your voice.
You don't know nothing about me. You hear it in my voice.
You can't call people Cushites, Ian.
If you're a
Ian, you can't call people that, Ian.
That's so
the
funny. So now a voice.
Because it's the N-word.
Skin color can't tell.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You can't call people that.
I said Cushite.
Let me
You
explain
can't
to
call
you.
people that. Ian,
The Israelites had
Ian.
voices of
No, Ian, come on. You're not that many. You can't call black people Cushites.
N-word.
Sure you can.
You can't. No, you can't.
Do you know nigga comes from Niger, which means royalty? You're actually giving me a compliment.
See? I'm giving her a compliment.
But guess what? Guess what?
You ain't giving her
Ian is a racist piece of shit.
You're not from the tribes of the 12 tribes of Jacob.
No, you're not. Listen, you use your
I actually did call out Ian, respectfully.
Ian, you can't say that word.
Not to use the N-word, but he keeps doing it, right? You're no different than that cynic piece of shit, that racist piece of shit that comes in here and says, I'm no different than him.
And you know that.
There's no difference between you and him.
You know that.
And you're elderly, you know, Caleb just called you out, he's a rabbi.
I couldn't care less.
He called you out, he's a rabbi.
Ian is actually correct. Cushite is not the N-word. It became.
Wait, first of all, Kush, hold on, and shut up. I'm gonna teach you something.
Big difference.
Kush is the grandson of Ham. So the descendants of Ham have different bloodlines, different tribes, and different nations. So does the Hamites.
You're too loud, and we don't give a fuck about this BHI shit.
You're an Edomite. You're an Edomite.
You're a BHI.
You're an Edomite.
Which means
No, you're an Ishmaelite.
I'm an Ishmaelite. I'm not an
Yes, you're an Ishmaelite.
Stop.
the BHI, a BHI. I'm sorry.
Zionist coming here to fucking derail the conversation. She's with us. She's with us. She don't like Zionists.
Who cares?
Are you saying, Ian, that there's no black
To whom someone gave a bunny rabbit.
They're taking it out of the car. She squeezed it to death. Respectfully, and those have to move you guys down.
Thank you.
Alright, she's trying to call out what it is. I'm trying to expose it.
Yeah, like this is the most. They say it's not about skin color, right?
Yesterday afternoon.
But yet they're trying to exclude people with black skin from being the true Israelites. When we say, hold on, Ian, shut up. You have to have some discipline. Okay? We fit the archaeology, we fit the spiritual, and the physical description
No, you don't.
in the Torah and in the Tanakh.
No, you don't.
You all don't. You waited until 400 years.
I agree.
You just weren't.
No, you don't.
Left brown, they came back white. That'll make sense.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Like you and people from every region of the world. Anti-Semitic. And they're from Shem, so that makes them Semitic.
That is not a fact. If you know anything about history, if you know about anything about even the dynasty of the Egyptians was Nubian. So what are you talking about?
No, they were Arab.
Yes.
No, they weren't.
Yes.
No, they weren't. I've been to Egypt. I've been all over school.
There was three dynasties. The beginning dynasties were
region look like?
We're Nubians. We got
Nubians. I got Nubians, sis.
Come on, use your gray matter.
Yeah, you're dumb. Why don't you go there and look at the artifacts?
All right.
I did say that. I said the first.
We're not gonna agree with the racist piece of shit. Let's pivot. We got new people on the stage. Let's talk to Sheikh. Go and Sheikh, what you have to say, and then we'll go to Black Rock.
Thank you. The problem is we have two groups of Ishmaelites, spiritual Ishmaelites, fighting with each other. Both claim, my blood.
Are you Jew?
Yes.
Are you Jewish?
Yes, but I'm Jewish Christian.
Why are you saying we're Islamite?
A Jewish Christian. Unlike you guys, I'm not here
You don't come
struggling.
from the tribes of Israel.
I don't care if you came from my mom's ass.
So why are you
It just doesn't matter.
You're just here to troll, bro.
No, I'm not here to troll at all.
Yes, you are.
I'm giving you a lecture on the problem.
Why would he call people who don't even come from the tribes of Ishmael?
Because you need to read Galatians 4:21 to 31.
Shut up. You need to read the whole
You
book.
need to let me finish speaking.
to
So
read
at
the-
least
no,
if you're going to
follow
rage at
me.
me, you can rage at the things I'm.
Let him finish, but I think we're gonna pivot from the religion to non-religion in a bit. Sheikh, go and finish what you're gonna say. Make that statement really quick, and then I gotta move the mic around to you people.
No worries, right? So you see, you have two groups of blood quantum, this, both claiming descent from Abraham. That's fine. You both can have descent from Abraham, but you're both possessed by the same demonic spirit of, I need to conquer land, blah, 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 blah. Ian's people, I mean, we all see them for what they are. I don't think it's really up for debate about how satanic these guys are. Labia's people, they want to do the same thing. Of course, they don't really have any power, so they're not really relevant. But as it comes back to the main topic of the room, the satanic flag must respect the ceasefire to get the captives home. I mean, yes, this is how agreements work. It takes two people, two-way street. I understand that the mind of the Jew, the Shabbos has to do all the work for him. Meanwhile, he can renege any, agreement made with them, which is what Netanyahu thought he could do. Even the hostage families are calling him out for this. But yes, Hamas should not release any more hostages until Israel actually honors the ceasefire that they signed with them. Of course, whether they will do that, I mean, it's Jews we're talking about. What agreement have these people ever honored in their history? So, yeah, we could be waiting till next year, till Netanyahu actually honors this, or whichever Israeli government is there.
Nah, it'll be Saturday.
Maybe. Or next Saturday, or the Saturday after, or God knows how many Saturdays.
At 12 noon.
At 12 noon? I mean, let's hope. B'ezrat Hashem.
Hey, listen, it's just a warning. 12 noon.
You see,
I would take this seriously if I was you.
You've seen what Netanyahu has just put out, have you? Up preview. So, you know that Netanyahu has just made an official statement that Israel expects Hamas to release all 9 living
That's right. I expect you to honor a deal that I will.
Israel will not proceed with negotiations nor the second phase until they are.
That's right. I expect you to honor negotiations and deals that I won't honor. This is how the Jews think. You do your work, Goy. I don't have to do my work.
Good. Okay.
Sounds like you don't know what you're talking about.
No, I know exactly what I'm talking about, dude. This is literally why Hamas stopped releasing hostages, because you guys have not honored the ceasefire. Now, I understand that
the reason why they're not willing to release hostages is because they've been underfed and they are malnourished.
Mr. Pumalu, I understand. Mr. Pumalu, I understand that Sanhedrin 57A teaches that the Jews may circumvent Gentiles and dishonor any agreement made with them, and that Jews are allowed to use subterfuge in order to cheat Gentiles. But, not every Gentile behaves like the swine that you think they are. And so they do kind of notice when agreements and deals aren't honored. So, if you want your hostages back, you better start convincing Mr. Netanyahu to actually honor the deal that he himself signed, dude.
Does this guy know how much shit he actually speaks?
You don't agree with Sanhedrin 57A?
Every single thing you have said on this app for the last 16 months has been
you guys
nothing
know each
but
other?
proverbial.
Seems so.
I mean, yeah, it might be proverbial jargon, but it's all true.
Yeah,
But you
it's
can
alright.
call me
No,
you can call me a pig.
You were saying
You can
15
call
minutes
me an
ago that we were
anti-Semite. You can call me a Jew hater. You'll never say that I'm lying. Because the minute we open that Talmud, you will see exactly what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
That's right.
Somebody
Deflect, gaslight.
Somebody helping. Yeah. There's plenty of therapists out there for you.
Oh, I don't need a therapist, dude.
Oh, yes, you do.
Oh, believe me, I know. I might need a doctor. I am a bit sick.
Well,
That is
I
true.
just want to say that
But a therapist, no.
I didn't say anything about taking over people's land and anything like that. So you bore false witness.
Labia, you an Ishmaelite.
Whatever. I mean, I'm not even going to argue with someone who says something dumb like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, you bore false witness against me. I never said anything about taking over that land. I personally think they need to go back to 1942, and the Palestinians that had deeds to their land or can prove that that was their land and their houses, I believe they should have to give it back to them. That's my just personal belief.
Oh, you're all entitled to your beliefs.
Anyways, Pamalo, what do we do about that? Why is Israel not respecting the ceasefire? Are they mentally retarded? Are you doing it on purpose?
It's all over, mate. It's finished. This is it. This is the last chance for you, dude.
It's just going to open up a can of worms because Israel is not looked well in the world's eyes right now. It's not.
Finished.
It's not over.
It's all written in the prophecies. It's all there.
Wait a second. Pamalo, are you a Jewish?
Am I Jewish? I don't know.
Yes, he is. He's from
Hey, Wednesday, I'm gonna put the prophecy in the chat where it says a bastard will be dwelling in Jerusalem. It's a bastard. So I'll put that in there and you can read it.
All right.
Thank you.
These people are.
We need to go back to Pamalo really quick. So Pamalo, do you know how the agreement works? What Sheikh brought up is a pretty good question. Do you know how the agreement works?
Yep.
You know how it works, right?
Oh, believe you me, I know how agreements work.
Do you know how it works? So, do you think Netanyahu, since the prostate surgery, he's not able to comprehend the agreement? Would you say that? Maybe he's crying over it. Yeah, he went through prostate surgery. His wife ran away to Miami, right? And they were, and you know who else is in Miami? Donald Trump, his golf course. And
I'm in Miami, Amir.
Guess what? She got infected by COVID-19. I wonder who did this to her. And when you look at the pictures, right, sitting side by side.
Part of the agreement, Amir?
And Pamalo here, because according to Jeffrey Epstein, Trump has fetishes. He likes to sleep with his best friend, girlfriend, whether wives or whatever, whether she's ugly or whether she's ugly, whether she's beautiful.
Amir, this is all part of the deal.
That was part of the deal. She made it happen. And guess what? Guess what, Pamalo? He comes out after he did whatever he did with her. He comes out on Twitter. It's going to be a hellhole before he became a president in the Middle East if Hamas does not release hostages. Guess what? When he takes office, he forces Netanyahu to do the ceasefire. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
I'll believe hell when I see it at 12 noon on.
There you go. So Hamas, wow, that was a defeat for Netanyahu, where Trump forced him to do the ceasefire. Can you believe it? So there you go. He runs away. He gets triggered and runs away.
No, say that again, Amir. Repeat what you just said. Say it again. So on your back.
Yep. I said so. Hamas actually Trump. Prior to him taking office, he actually. I have a feeling he slept with Sarah Netanyahu, and she got infected by COVID-19. And this is all factual, right, on the books. And and he was suffering from he was going through a prostate surgery at the same time. And I believe she's probably fed up with him. Right? He could not do what he's supposed to do behind closed doors. I'm not going to dive into the details. And she apparently suddenly got infected by COVID-19. Who the fuck gets infected nowadays with COVID-19? Nobody. So that's what happened. And,
Doctor.
if you guys want to watch BB Files, you should watch it. It's full of drama about Netanyahu.
So you talking to Jazzy earlier? Did you two make up?
Something crazy like that, or like mad.
What up?
The answer is no. No, but she doesn't want to get any smoke from me, and I don't want any smoke from her, so we're copacetic.
Oh wow, you guys settled it, huh? Agree to disagree?
Well, I mean, as long as we can move on.
Well, I mean, are you gonna like go into rooms with her that she's in? Are you gonna talk with her like?
Actually, I spent like 3 hours talking to her this morning.
No, I know, but like you guys agree to disagree. In the future, are you gonna like be civil?
I mean, she knows what she did, and she's acknowledged it in a roundabout way.
Yeah, she's incapable of doing any kind of actual humility.
No, well, they say accountability is her problem.
No personal responsibility for being a piece of shit. That's what I say.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
No, but what's good with Alan Watts? How goes the devil worshiper? Why are you big on Alan anyway? Because I always look at that dude as a devil worshiper. Like, do you see him differently?
Yeah, I think you don't maybe know his whole story. He's a Christian priest, and he lived in Evanston, and he studied Buddhism in England. And his books and his writings and his videos, he's prolific. He has transformed millions of lives through the Tao Te Ching, through the Bhagavad Gita, through the Upanishads. The man was a scholar. He was a translator, multilingual. He was a genius. I'm an idiot here in my underpants, living underneath, the burden of fucking judges and lawyers and fucking liens. So my point is, I'm trying to educate myself with the limited amount of time that I have to, so if I have to, whatever I've got to do, I got to do. But I'm just saying, like, education is essential. I mean, when you go to college and you spend years reading and writing, it doesn't just stop. You can't just stop. I know this beautiful girl, she hasn't read a book in 15 years. I can tell she's still like at an 8th grade level. You're a smart guy, but you could be smarter. You could actually really become a doctor. I mean, I'm not talking.
I could be president. I wouldn't be a doctor.
I'm not saying doctor. I mean, at least in terms of education, self-education.
PhD? Dude, I have 244 college credit hours. It's not that hard for me to get a PhD if I went in a program.
You missed my point. It's not about programs and certificates.
My point.
No, the point is self-education. Self-education. You don't need some university education. You need to continue the pursuit of knowledge by reading and reading and reading and reading and reading. It just doesn't end. It never ends.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. But you read what you want to read, and I read what I want to read.
At least you're reading, but I don't even think you're reading. Prove it.
Well, I mean, that's a hell of a claim.
Prove it! Do it right now. Read a book right now. Prove it. I can read a book right now.
What's a book to me, besides the Bible? And besides my nursing care book and the Holy Quran. All right. What's this book? Oh. How Things Work, Childcraft. I bought it for $0.25 at a thrift store, and it's volume 6, and we'll just Transformers. How Transformers work. Move over there. How plugs and sockets work. Hammerheads. How that bolt will hold. Cutting edges in trees. Chainsaws, ripsaws. How to make holes. The easy way up.